What's going on, Rob? Sorry, man. There's a reason behind it, guys. Sorry. Sorry, Rob. Sorry, Sleepy. There's a reason behind the wrench is gone. Sorry, guys. There's a reason behind it. I'll let everybody know here in a couple days, probably. What's going on, Rob? Sorry, man. There's a reason behind it, guys. It's everybody's wrench. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, Alan, I've been busy, man. It's tough trying to work from the man cave and trying to help the kid with the schoolwork and taking care of so many things and recording this and doing that and taking calls, and I'm trying. I'm really trying. What's going on, James? Alan, Sleepy, Fives, Rob? I kind of heard that it looks like if Vegas opens, they're not going to open up every casino at once, it looks like. Some of the smaller ones may have to open first, maybe, huh? They're afraid to open up and then be ready for business, and then there's not many people there. I don't know. Crazy times, crazy times. Sleepy, the blue wrench is part of the crew, man. You're part of the crew. I had to take it all away because there's going to be something coming up soon that you guys can be an official part of the crew. Officially. It's in the works. So I just got done recording 10 sessions so far of the Masked Craps Player. 10 sessions, 10 episodes recorded. It looks like I've got minimum 4 more to go. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. We'll start Sunday the 26th, every night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Whew, I just need a breather. This is my break time, sitting down talking to you guys. We got some recordings today. And then it looks like at midnight Eastern tonight, we got Chris. He's got a strategy for us tonight, midnight Eastern. Tomorrow we got Huck, because I had to reschedule, because I'm sorry, Huck, because I had to get my tooth yanked out on Monday. So we got Huck on the schedule for Craps Mania 2 Thursday night, starting at 9:30 Eastern. He's got 2 sessions back to back. And then we got Chris back at it Friday night. And I've got a couple other things going on Friday as well. The stick is as good as can be Band-Aid and stitched up. How about that? Thanks, Rob. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. It's a way you guys can be part of the crew. For real, not just me putting a wrench by your name. Sorry, James. I know it's kind of turned out like to be a West Coast time slot for me every night. I get it. I'm sorry. But the Masked Craps Player will debut every day starting Sunday the 26th. So in a week and a half, every night until I have no more episodes. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Just have fun with it. It's all about just having fun. Joe, this isn't the time to talk about that. Sorry, Joe. What's going on, guys? It's very possible, Funk. Man, I'm telling you, if they get rid of those buffets, that's going to suck. And I'm sure a lot of those higher bigwigs in those casino companies are finding ways around the rules right now. If they can declare bankruptcy or they can declare whatever, or I don't know the rules, I have no clue. I'm just saying, I'm sure they're going to do whatever they can do to work around what benefits them. If that means demolishing the Rio, I have no idea. To me, it's a terrible location. It's a nice little casino, but it's just terrible location. Location, location, location. If you're by yourself in this day and time, I don't think that's a good thing. If the Rio was like a locals casino, but it's not. I mean, the Rio's a big deal with the World Series of Poker. I mean, it really started out as a huge deal, really. The word I got from Caesars, I've gotten a couple messages, emails from them. Two things. One thing, they said that your comp points, your total reward credits, they've extended the expiration date on those. You have to use your card within 6 months, or those credits, your reward credits, your comp dollars will disappear. They've extended that. I forget what the extension was. They've extended it a couple of months. And they did also say, they haven't announced it yet, they said that they were going to come up with either different tier credit goals to be diamond, or different tier credit goals to be platinum or 7-star. They're either going to change those goal numbers, or they're going to extend it, like, you're only good till December 31st. So they might extend it to, say, February 28th or something. I don't know. They said they're not sure yet. They haven't announced it yet, but they're going to do something, either extend the amount of time that you're on that level, or reduce the qualifications, I should say. I like the buffets, man, because you're just in and out, man. 20 minutes, I'm done. I don't have to sit, order, wait. I just, buffets for me are just, I love the buffets. Way to go, get in and out. I don't want to spend my whole trip sitting in a restaurant or a cafe, ordering and sitting and waiting. No, not me. That's just me. Yeah, Toby, man, all the things they've changed over the years, for sure. Yep. Haven't heard any updates yet. All I keep hearing, well, they're not official updates. They're just rumors, man. Rumors that even on the Strip, man, Circus, we know there's been plans in the works to get that either torn down or redone, or it's under new ownership. This is just a way for them to probably not open it back up. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know. Who knows what's true and what's not? Thanks, Rob. Sleepy, it's going to be something similar to that. I'll let you know once everything's done. There's so many things I got to do. I'm in the middle of like 5 projects at once. Craziness, man. If not more. I just got so much going on right now, but I'm going to have something, yeah. I'm going to have something going on. I've tried it, Wayne. Yeah. In California, it's very similar to Arizona. I think we have the same laws. California, the dice The dice are not allowed to determine the outcome of a gambling session. You know, dice are not allowed to determine the outcome. So what they do is they throw the dice, and if you roll acey-deucey, say 1, 2, it's the first card and the second card. So they turn those over, and whatever the cards are, that's the outcome of the dice they use. So you roll acey-deucey, it's not acey-deucey. They have 6 cards for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides of the dice. Whatever you roll, those are the 2 cards they take. So if the first card happened to be a 5 and the second card happened to be a deuce, well, you just rolled a 7. Even though you didn't roll a 7, you rolled acey-deucey. They do not use the dice to determine the outcome of a gambling session. So they found ways around the rules. I've done it. Again, doesn't really matter to me because I'm looking for random rolls, but for those dice setters out there, that's not cool. Oh, I'm sure Vegas's bottom line is going to hurt for a while. Just like after the attack on October 1st. People aren't going to go the next day. It's going to take a little while to get... It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. Gary, it's exactly the same. I've made videos on this. If you go through my old videos, I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5 months ago, I made videos on how to play craps with cards. I did not see that, Wayne, no. Honestly, I try not to pay attention. I really do. I'm just sick and tired of watching the news. I'm tired of it. Sorry. I don't stay on top of it. People ask me all the time, well, how many cases of corona do you have in your state? I'm like, I have no idea. I don't fucking pay attention. The less I know, the better sometimes. No, absolutely. I think locals is the way to go, Rob. They said in the beginning for sure there's going to be more locals. More locals will be in Vegas. Or when I say locals, I mean people driving from California, around Nevada, Colorado, Arizona. People won't be flying initially, I don't think. Just my opinion. Oh, I hear you, Alan. Yeah, Raymond, I've made a few videos on that. I even have a clip from a video I found, a promotional sales pitch for casinos that had a card crap game, like a blackjack game. Go back into my videos, you'll see it. I hear you guys. I hear you. In the meantime, we got to do what we got to do. I hear you. I agree, Fives. That's why when they open back up, they're not going to have a show. You know, you go back that first 2 weeks that Vegas opens, they're not going to have the shows open. They're not going to have the buffets open. They're not going to have, it's going to be just like when they shut down. They're going to have just opening with very, what do you call it? Very low, a very low crew. Very, just the basics, I'm sure. I'm sure. 1 person out of 10, Joe, has made profit in Craps Mania. 1 person out of 10. 1 out of 10. That's not too good for our channel. No, I don't play horse tournaments, no. Just Just Texas Hold'em. I don't play horse, no. And I'm not really a big poker player anymore at all. I've talked about it before. I was big full tilt and stuff before you know, the Black Friday or Black Monday or whatever they called it. Yeah, Raymond. Thanks, man. Yeah. I think it's called Let's Play Craps. Yeah. It's a promotional video they had for casinos. And they're right in the promotional ad. They're right. The game does flow. Customers don't ever control the outcome of the game. It's just like a blackjack game. They're just dealing cards, dealing. The dealers are in total control. The game will speed up for the casino, and they only hire 2 dealers to do it. I mean, it's definitely an advantage, but electronic craps to me is a way better option than that damn card crap stuff. Fives, go back and watch my video. We had a discussion about my Vegas trip and the bubble craps versus real table, and I tracked all my rolls, the bubble crap session, all 596 rolls on the bubble craps tracker. Do I think it's rigged? No. It couldn't be rigged because gaming regulations would not allow that. I mean, what sucks is it's only 2 times odds. The 12 in the field's only 2 times odds. You know, but every bet is true odds. I mean, the red shoot to win dice. They allow you to hop bet. They allow you to hedge. Everything in the shoot to win is good to go, except the 2 times odds. The white dice, the inner block, I do not like the white dice. Most of those you cannot hedge. Most of them do not offer you the hop bet. The new individual white dice one, the individual little dice, it did allow hop betting. To me, it's not as user-friendly, but they do offer you up to 4 times odds. And they do pay triple on the 12. Most of those machines. But to me, it's not as user-friendly. I don't like the white dice. Probably because I get my ass kicked every time I play it. But not a fan of the white dice. Same bet. We have a regular in here, RJ. He says that every time he goes to Oklahoma, he's got to pay to shoot the dice. Every time there's a new shooter, you got to pay $1. Is that right? James, I hear you. I mean, they're going to try to open. Americans aren't going to stay in their houses much longer. They're going to. I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't know anything about this damn virus. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing to get back out there or a bad thing. I have no idea. Who the heck knows? Oh, they have an ante. Yeah, like poker, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think he's in Texas and he goes up to play in southern Oklahoma. Yeah. Oh, so if you have a player's card in northern Oklahoma, you don't pay the ante. That's crazy. Yeah, Sylvia, it's got Wayne. Sorry, Wayne. It's got the white dice, the inner block system. It has up to 5 times odds on the. Depends on the point, but I don't like the white dice, the inner block. Plus my comps. I want to use my comps in Vegas. That's why I always go to the Harris property in Auction. I got to go to the Harris property because I want to go to Vegas. If I play at Casino Arizona, that's any comp they give me, I got to use there. I want to use comps in Vegas. I don't want to use them at my local casino. That's me personally. It's the same distance for me to go to Casino Arizona up in Scottsdale that it is for me to go down to Maricopa. I'm like right in the middle, kind of. No, the blue wrenches are gone, Raymond, because I got a project going on so you can be an official Blue Wrench crew member. It's in the works. I'll let everybody know when the time's right. Once I get everything done, I got to get done. I got so many projects right now. I see you, same bet. So, yeah, Texas has a huge population, so everybody on the border goes into Oklahoma, so then they get you on the ante. Well, yeah. I mean, what else are they going to do to us? Charge us an ante to spin the roulette wheel? Charge an ante for the new shoe of the blackjack table? I mean, it's getting sick, man. The triple roulette zero now, that's sick. Yeah, man, they're just doing everything they can to help their odds even more. Yep, Wayne, they have the red dice, Wayne. Auction's the only place that has the red dice machine. And there I can do 35 per roll. So, come out roll, I can do 35. Next roll, I could add 35 more. If I play at Casino, Arizona, or anywhere else, Wild Horse Pass or Fort McDowell, anything, it's 35 on the table at once. And that's not, that sucks. Yeah, that Southern Oklahoma bullshit, that's ridiculous. Dollar ante, that's bullshit. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, man, Vegas, they really pumped up the parking, man, and went crazy nuts with it. And then there are a couple of property. That's a good topic, Fives. If you go to Vegas, guys, and you want to go to the heart of the strip, the middle of the strip, you know where you park? Park at Planet Hollywood. They don't charge for parking because they're connected to the Miracle Mile shops. Park at Planet Hollywood for free. 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 Not many people know that. Downtown, you can park at Binion's. I always park at Binion's. As long as you put money in a slot machine and flag down one of those slot people or one of the slot attendants or somebody there or at the bar or something, and you say, hey, can you stamp my parking voucher? And then you park for free. I got lots of advice, lots of tips, but again, you guys have to ask. I got lots of tricks. Now, if you're with somebody that has trouble walking, I would not park at Planet Hollywood because you got to walk through the Miracle Mile shops to come out to the strip. So, if you're with somebody that has trouble walking, I would not suggest that then, no. Treasure Island's another one. Thank you, Raymond. I usually just don't go over there. Thank you. I'm more of a Caesars guy, so I know all the Caesars tricks. I've done it, same bet. I've done it. I've done a couple things. I've done the $20 trick, but a lot of times the $20 trick, all it does for you is give you a higher level or a better view. If you go back to Vegas in the next month when it opens, in the first month, that $20 trick's going to go a long way, my friend. Definitely. I've tried it at Harrah's, and they said, nope, we're not allowed to do it. It's not worth it. They don't have any. If you do it in places that there's no rooms to upgrade, guys, don't waste your money. Please go into your Caesars account. Again, I'm a Caesars guy. Or if you're an MGM guy, go into your MGM account. Look at what kind of rooms they have. So when you go up to do the $20 trick, you say, oh, can I please be upgraded to the Pyramid Tower suite, please? So be specific. Know what you want. Because if you just say, oh, do you have any free upgrades available? And they'll say, oh, yeah, sure, I'll hook you up. And then all they do is put you on a high floor. or give you a better view. For my $20, I want a bigger room and a good view. So be specific on the room you want before you even get there. And that's your goal. If you can't get that room, I don't need it. Be specific. That works best, believe me. The 4.1, I don't know where the tapes are. If you go into, guys, if you go into my playlists, I've kind of categorized them by my September Vegas trip, my December trip, my March trip, strategies, I don't know, my casino talks. Like, I've started to make some playlists in there. So, yeah, the $20 trick, that's when you slide a $20 bill between your credit card and your ID and you hand it to the hotel clerk, the hotel front desk when you check in. And you say, oh, hi, thank you. Do you have any free upgrades available? Please make sure you say free upgrades available. And again, I would always look ahead of time at what rooms they have. If it's a hotel at casino that doesn't really have better rooms available, then don't do it. But at certain casinos, they have a lot of different tiered levels of rooms. Look at what you want. Don't be a jackass and ask for the $2,000 a night suite. But if you're paying $80, look for a room that's $150, $200. Write down the name of it specifically, and then you ask, hi, thank you. Do you have any free upgrades available? Maybe to my Pyramid Diamond Deluxe Suite? Oh, I saw it online, and me and my wife, it's our anniversary, and lay it on thick, guys. Be nice. Lay it on thick. It'll work for you. Oh, thanks, Alan. I do use the tram, guys. Well, especially during football season, NFL, when I go down to the Westgate. I use the tram for the Westgate mainly. Other than that, I like to walk. Or, unless when I go in the summer and it's 112 degrees. But when you wait for the tram, guys, the tram's outside. So you got to kind of wait in the heat. So that's, it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. 4.1 is my favorite. Basically, all it does is you bet the 5 and 9. Once the point's established, you have 15 on the 5, 15 on the 9. And then if the DC gets moved, if you hit it, if the DC gets moved to the 5 or 9, it comes down. And you still do odds on the 4 or 10. Basically, it's the don't pass for dummies, but you're playing two numbers at the top. I didn't take the easy numbers, 6, 8, and I didn't take the hard numbers, 4, 10. We just ran it with the numbers in the middle, the 5 and the 9. All you need to do is hit one of them, obviously, to get $21, so that pays if you don't hit the other one. You still make $6 profit if you don't hit the other number. If you just hit one of them, you're guaranteed to make $6 out of it. So, yeah, Raymond, you could. I still like to give the clerk a $20 if I'm, especially if I get a great deal in a room already. Do I feel like they're going to open, Wayne? I don't know. I don't personally see it, but I don't know. I got lots of advice, guys. You just got to ask. Do I have a favorite Caesars property? Not really. They're all kind of like, They're great to me. I like the location. I always stay at either Bally's, Paris, Planet Hollywood. But next September, I am staying at Harris because I got a comp room for 5 days over the weekend, so I took it. Because I never know, guys. Guys, listen. I'm going to give you one more big tip right now. This is huge. Listen to me carefully. If you're looking to go to Vegas in September, October, November, December, I'm even going to throw January in there because the NFL season might be pushed back. Okay? And that's not just for this year. I'm talking about any year. Anytime you want to go in September, October, November, December, January, every year from here on out, guys, this is a big tip for you. You need to book Vegas before the NFL schedule comes out. Before the NFL schedule comes out. Because when that NFL schedule comes out, your hotel room that you got for $79 a night, now it's going to be $229 a night because the Raiders are at home that week. If you happen to have a trip and it's over a weekend and the Raiders are at home that weekend, yikes. Those hotel rooms are going to go through the damn roof. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You heard it here. So if you're looking to go over a weekend, I would book it. Especially like I like my Caesars because I can do free cancellation. I can book it. If I'm not going to go, I can cancel it. No penalty whatsoever. But if the Raiders are at home that weekend, you can expect a lot more busier Las Vegas, and those room prices, they're going to jack them. Just my opinion. It's going to happen. It's funny, Dr. Don't, because, you watch a lot of these old, I was watching, I don't know what the hell I was watching last night. Oh, an old Three's Company episode from the early 80s and mid 80s, and they were coughing on each other, and it was just funny how our lives have changed in the last 6 weeks when it comes to sitting close to people, things like that. It was just funny to me how life changes over decades and how certain things are acceptable and certain things aren't acceptable. And it's just, yeah. Do I have a tentative date when I go to Vegas? Well, I've had my trips booked, Wayne. It's right before July 4th. It's like maybe June 30th. July 1, 2, something like that. And if they're open, running open, I'll probably go before that. And I got my September trip, the 19th through the 24th at least. And my December trip, it's like mid-December. They're already booked. Good question, same bet. I think they come out with the schedule. Well, the teams know who they play. They just don't announce the schedule yet. Like, say the Eagles, for example. I don't even know, but I'm just throwing it out there. They'll say, okay, well, they play the NFC East twice, so that's 6 games. So they got 10 more games on the schedule. So then they're told they have to play, say, the NFC West. So then there's 4 more games on the schedule. And then whatever. So they kind of know the schedule, but they don't know the dates, and nobody knows. So people, if they're, say, a Cincinnati Bengal fan, and they're in Vegas, they're playing at the Raiders, man, people are going to be booking their trips. Plus, the Raiders have such a California following, if they're still fans, if they're not burned from it, they're going to drive in. It's going to be nuts. Nuts. The NFL schedule is out? Really, James? Like, they actually know what days they're playing? Yeah, same bet. I already booked mine because I go the same week every year because I take a vacation. So, yeah, I'm there the 19th through 24th. Minimum, if I don't stay another couple nights. Yeah, Rob, I'm so used to shaking people's hands. I hear you. I'll do it by accident now. I don't know, Wayne, what the outcome is right now with Arizona legalizing craps and roulette. I have no idea, Wayne. I don't know where that is right now. I have no idea. If they would just make sports betting legal for the whole country, poker legal for the whole country, the government could cash in on a small percentage, make it legal, stop all this bullshit. I don't get it. Oh, yeah, James. They know who they're playing. Yeah, we just don't know when, and that's a big deal. Because I'm telling you, when the Raiders have 8 home games, we know 3 of those home games are going to be teams in the AFC West. Okay? They're going to play everyone in the division one time at home. So that's 3 teams. They have 5 other home games. Now, who are those 5 other home games? Whoever those 5 teams are, and I'm sure the NFL and Vegas are in cahoots on this. Who are those 5 teams that are going to be playing at the Raiders Stadium? I'm assuming it's not going to be Arizona, the local team. I'm sure it's not going to be the 49ers, another local team. When I say local, I mean within 5 hours of Vegas. I'm sure it's not going to be the Rams. These 5 other home games, they're going to want people coming in to push the economy of Vegas and help them make money as the NFL team in Vegas and push the experience. And I'd also be careful, guys. They're probably going to have a Monday night football game, a Sunday night football game. Don't be surprised if the Raiders host at least one of each of those. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I would not be. I don't know who's on the Raiders schedule, but you could probably, process of elimination, you could probably figure out what teams are going to be playing there. Probably. Midnight when they start their season ticket packages, I'm sure there's a policy in there somewhere that, because it's the same franchise, so I'm sure the Raiders, people that have season tickets, they probably are locked in if they want to buy them in Vegas. I'm sure there's some kind of agreement. I'm sure. Will Bubble Craps have social distancing? I'm sure they will. They did at the end. I was there right before it shut down. Wayne, they had only 3 players allowed at each side of the crap table. Only 3 players. And at blackjack, it was only 3 players. You had to have an empty seat between each player. And all the slots, every other machine was shut off. Would not be surprised if that's how it is when they open back up, guys. We're not going to go from 0 to 100 overnight. It's not going to happen. Remember, it was at 100. When I left Vegas, it was probably, we'll say, from 1 to 100. 100 being everything open, everything pumped, everything's going full blast. 100 was probably like 40. And then after I left, there were a couple days, and it was probably down to like 20. I'd say 20% was Vegas. It wasn't even, and that's how it's going to be when it opens up. It's going to be at that 20 mark, and we got to build it back up to 100. And when's it going to get to 100? It might take a year. Who the hell knows? I don't know that. I wish I had the answers. They're going to play the Bills. Wouldn't be surprised. I don't know, but I'm just telling you, I figured that's exactly what's going to happen, guys. I'm just saying, if you haven't booked your Vegas trip, is all I'm saying, guys. All I'm giving you is a tip. If you haven't booked your Vegas trip and you think you're going to be there over a weekend, that's all I'm saying, guys. If you think you're going to be there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday in Vegas, and you think you're going September, October, November, December, January, I would book it now before the NFL schedule comes out. I'm just saying, trying to give you a help here, help your wallet. There you go, Alan. Yep. Listen, every year I try to get my mom and I drive cross country, and I drop her off at the door, so I know how that is. So Planet Hollywood is not a place I would park with my mother. No, would not. Dr. Don't, baseball is really my thing. Number one, college football is probably second. There's just so much analytics and streaks and bullpen matchups, and you got to know what you're doing, and you can't overdo it. I know I always joke about discipline with craps and everything, but sports betting, that's a whole different. You got to be disciplined. You got to know what you're doing, or you're going to get your ass handed to you. They're not going to open up more tables, Wayne. Think about it. They're not. You're going to have to wait. I mean, when they open up, they're not going to have all 6 crap tables open. They might only have, they're probably going to bring back 3 or 4 of their best dealers that have been there the longest in seniority per their union, and that's it. Everyone else is probably going to be on call. They're not going to open up more than 1 table until they see who's there. They're not going to bring back their entire 100% of their staff and say, hey, we're open now. Sorry, Fives. I just speak the truth, man. I don't have any, I don't know. It's just my opinion, guys. I don't know. It's possible, Wayne, but if I have a hotel room, you're going to not let me get through the casino, or you think they're going to... Okay, Ken, thanks, man. Let's take a look at this. Thanks, Ken. I appreciate that. Raiders play New England, Tampa, New Orleans, KC, and for 4. But location to play the games are to be announced. They play more than that, though. Who else do they have? We know they have 6 games. We got 6 games in the division, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, well, I'm sure New England and Kansas City would be a huge draw for Vegas. I'm sure. Thanks, Jersey. Yeah, James, you got to know what the hell you're doing, though. Baseball is my first love. I played college ball. Baseball is my first love. But I'm pretty good at the other stuff too. Fives, I have nothing to hide. I speak the truth. Whatever. I just tell you my opinion. I don't know what the casinos are going to do, Wayne. They might close it off to only say, when they open up, maybe only 25 people in this section, 25 people over in that section, 25 people in this section. They might box it off by sections. I don't know. I have no idea. But they're not going to have 2 or 3 craps tables open next to each other, and they're going to probably have every other one open. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Ken. Yeah, Jersey, I hear you. It's going to be... Well, people are going to plan their vacation around that. That's what I'm saying. As soon as that schedule comes out, guys, the demand for rooms... And the pricing is all about the demand of the rooms. That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. That's all I'm telling you. James, the key to baseball, if you have, there's 2 teams that I'm going to follow religiously. I mean, I'm a Phillies diehard fan, so I watch religiously every pitch of every game, and I can, streaky, you can't bet with your heart ever. But everyone in that division because they play them so often. You know about that Phillies team. You know when they're hot, when they're cold, when their bullpen's shot, when they're, you know everything. And then my local team, Arizona. If you can really focus in on 2 teams That helps you with those two divisions, and then you really go from there for sure. But I have the baseball package. I watch everything I can all the time. That's why this baseball's killing me right now. Alan, it's I gotta find the link. Let me find the link for you real quick. I haven't been posting anything because there's nothing to post. I'll put the link here. If you guys mention craps when you message me, I'll give you a great deal once things get up and running. Yeah, Jersey, exactly. If the demand is there, they're going to charge what the public's going to pay. Listen, if you're a die-hard Ravens fan and they're in Vegas that weekend, you don't give a shit if that hotel room is $79, $179, or $279. You're fucking going, right? You're going no matter what. I hear you, James. Again, you have to have passion for that, James. I have passion for craps, but I also have passion for baseball. You used to do events with the Fanatic? Really, Midnight? The original Fanatic? I'm sure you've seen that they've changed his look now because of the lawsuit. That's a bunch of crap, too. Really, Ken? You think they're going to be reopening? And well, Northern California, guys, is not like Southern California. That's like Phoenix is here to me. And you talk about like Grand Canyon. It's a totally different animal. Even though it's the same state, it's different. Wow. Oh, really? Polka Guy, you always got things to say, huh? Well, guys, Polka Guy at Midnight, I don't like what they did about 5 years ago and introduced that gang he has, all those inflatable. That kills me every time I see them. Takes away from him for sure. But best mascot in sports, bar none. Yeah, I know who David Raymond is, the first Fanatic, Polka Guy. You're always trying to test me, Polka Guy, aren't you? Like what I know and what I don't know. Like I'm making up stuff. Yeah, Ed, it's tough for some states. I mean, think about New York. You got upstate New York where there's mountains. People aren't even around. And then you got New York City. States have such. I mean, here in Arizona, people don't think of Arizona as, mountainous and cold and snowy. And, up, an hour and a half north of me has regular weather like East Coast weather. You know, half the state of Arizona, from the middle down, yeah, we don't get snow, but the upper third, upper third, I would say, 2/5, yeah, they have all kinds of weather. But people think of Arizona as desert. Like people think of New York as New York City, but upstate New York and Buffalo, you're talking a whole different animal than New York City. So when it's up to the states, man, that's tough. That's tough because there's totally different areas. Could be midnight. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Hard Rock took over the old Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. I was in there. It was incredibly nice. I, I I could tell a little bit that it used to be the old Taj Mahal. The outside was the same, like the boardwalk view. That was, but inside it was like, man, I can hardly tell that this used to be the Taj. Yeah, I know you're not talking about the inflatables. I said I don't like that they added that gimmick, the inflatables. I don't like that. That takes away from the fanatic for sure. I know the team was so bad that they tried to have other stuff going on, but I just don't like it. Anybody my age or older is not going to like those inflatables because it takes away from the fanatic. You're talking about. I used to work in. Oh, what was that store called? Oh my gosh. Uh, uh, I'm trying to think of where I worked in northern Delaware there. I used to live in Camden, Wyoming, Delaware, like 10 minutes south of Dover. We lived there for quite a few years. And Newcastle. I had to commute up to Newcastle, Delaware. I used to live all over the Northeast before I came to Arizona about 15 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, I know where that is, Jersey. Yep. All right, guys. What else you want to talk about? Or we're going to cut this off. I don't know, Wayne. That's not my department. You'd have to ask the wife. All right, folks. If you don't have anything, so yeah, we got a lot of things going on, a lot of projects coming up, uh, where you can actually be a member officially of the Blue Wrench crew. So I'm looking forward to that, guys. I appreciate everybody's support. Joe Golfer, my bets for I'm on vacation, man. I don't give a shit, right? I'm on vacation. The bankroll. If I have a 2,000 bankroll, Joe Golfer, and I have a $200 session, that's only a tenth of my bankroll if you think about it. So I don't want to play a 5-hour one session, Joe. I'd rather play 20 or 30 minutes and go for it than to sit there for 6 hours and nickel and dime it. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, James. Thanks, Ken. Thanks, everybody. Alan, sign stealing's been going on for 150 years. I just don't like that they use technology. Don't like it at all. But they've been stealing signs for 150 years. Once you get into technology, that ticks me off. Does. Kind of ruins the game. And that baseball's got it tough right now. Baseball's got it really tough right now because generally they're the only sport going on, right? Summer, spring, summer, right? They're the only sport going on. They're going to have to now, I'm saying if things open up. We'll just say if things open up. They're going to have hockey to deal with, basketball to deal with. They're going to have a little competition now if they open up. And they're coming off of the sign stealing scandal. This is probably the best thing for baseball if you think about it. People are forgetting about the sign stealing scandal right now because there's other things on people's minds. Yeah, good old Kent DeCulvey, huh, Ken? All right, folks. We'll see you back tonight. Later on, we got I'm doing some recordings today, video recordings, and then we got Chris at midnight tonight. Craps Mania 2. Hey, remember, let the 7 work for you. Stop trying to beat the